guys to Project Megalodon. You're probably wondering why I'm in a vehicle driving right now. That's because it's an exciting day, folks. I'm on my way to go see the Black Demon Shark movie. Hopefully, it doesn't suck. Today's video is going to be a minor vlog slash after review of the video. I'm going to give my first impressions immediately after leaving the theater. And yeah, I'm kind of excited, but also kind of like, I'm a little bit worried. The movie's got a 10% Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty bad. It's, honestly, almost as bad as it can get. And there's only like 55 fan reviews, and most of them are negative. I just want to see a giant Megalodon shark fuck shit up for an hour and 40 minutes, and I'm hoping that that's what this is. I'm not hard to please when it comes to those kinds of movies. I'm not expecting this to be the Meg 2, because that's coming out May 4th. Or August 4th, I apologize. So I'm going to sign off for this first video, and yeah, I will have some smaller clips going into the theater, and I will see you guys after the movie for my first impressions review, and hopefully something positive to say about it. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back to the video. Just got out of the theater, and I've got a lot to say about the Black Demon Shark movie. So I just want to take a moment to say that I'm going to talk about spoilers in a little bit. So give me about a couple minutes here to talk about my first impressions, and or I will eventually get into spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, you can click off that part of the video. But first impressions, it was okay. I wasn't expecting a lot of bad reviews. Bad CGI people are talking about, and I, for the most part, agree with him. I actually do think the overlying part of the story actually was probably stronger than the actual movie itself. I think the storyline made sense. The visuals were subpar, to say the least. You could tell that there was a limited budget. I would have liked the Megalodon slash the Black Demon Shark itself that had more screen time. I'll explain more in a minute why I think that they did that. I guess it kind of makes sense for the whole deeper lore of the Aztec slash Mexican culture that was kind of a background ideology behind the shark existence, which we'll get into in a little bit. But it was fine. I'm kind of in between like a 2.5 to like 3 out of 5. I feel like 3 might be a little high for my liking, given how I feel about it, but I feel like 2.5 is maybe a little bit more accurate. Maybe like a 2.8. I know this kind of sounds kind of dumb, but so I'm gonna give a mini recap of the story. So basically, Oil Man Paul Sturgis, played by Josh Lucas, as I can't speak, he was in charge of covering up a oil spill that El Diamante, which is the oil rig off the coast of Mexico, this oil rig had a massive spill and failed all of its inspections. And Paul Sturgis, the character, main actor, he signed off on covering it up and basically saying that like nothing was happening and everything was going okay. So, flash by a couple of years, all this oil spills into the Sea of Cortez, and basically, messing up the ocean. All the water gets polluted. All the animals probably will, die from oil pollution. Some of the animals can't, swim because the oil gets caught in the fur or whatever, or fur, their animal skin. But Taluk, who is the Aztec god of rain and deity of Earth's fertility and water, basically gets pissed off at the human treatment of the Sea of Cortez from this oil rig, and basically summons El Diablo Negro to attack and or curse this oil rig El Diamante, and basically seek revenge for the treatment of the water of the planet getting polluted with oil. And essentially they find out that this shark is a curse. It messes with the psyche. There's a lot of psychological moments in movies where Paul and the other guys on board are hallucinating. So the shark's not just a physical manifestation, it's also a mental manifestation where the shark kind of puts you into trance and you see things that you don't want to see. Like there's a part of the movie where Paul sees like ships in the distance that don't exactly exist because the sharks in his mind is the whole curse that Talak has put on him. I think my final rating is 2.8. My biggest problem with the movie was the Black Demon itself did not get a lot of screen time. I think because they wanted to focus on that being more of a curse and a problem, they didn't exactly give it too much screen time, so they wanted to have it more of a cryptid kind of ideology where it got not sidetracked, but they gave it a smaller role, which I get the reason behind it, but when the movie's about a Megalodon, you kind of want to be like the forefront of it. The physical visuals of the movie are okay. Very dull colors, with oil in the ground. The water is disgusting. There's oil all over the place. You can't really see the shark too well because of the oil. The shark's visuals were very old sci-fi-esque with like the sci-fi shows you'd see with like, Sharktopus versus Terracuda or like those kinds of shit shark CGIs. It was okay. You can tell that they did not have a lot of money for the budget. The shark was very mid. I actually thought that the shark looked the best at the last minute. I'll explain why I think that in a second. So, but it was mid. 2.8. That's my final score. The storyline I thought was a little bit more of a better examination of what was happening, and it's kind of hard not to talk about spoilers. So I'm gonna get into it now, being 5 minutes into my review. If you had not seen the movie, The Black Demon Shark, click off the video now. I'm going to get into heavy spoilers here on what happens because it's hard not to talk about it. So long story short, we kind of got into it about the oil spill. So, El Diablo Negro, the Black Demon, been circling the oil rig for years now. Talak, god of Aztec god of water, fertility, and Earth's oceans, has summoned the Black Demon to basically seek revenge on the oil rig for polluting the Earth's ocean. Paul Sturgis shows up, gets told about the shark, and then it's revealed that he was in charge of covering up the original oil spill because he wanted to do his job and not get in trouble, so he basically covered it up and signed off on it, telling the mixed-in oil company that nothing was wrong and that the oil rig was fine. That was obviously a lie. It's been leaking oil in the ocean for quite some time. So, move on. He's got 2 guys on board the oil rig with him. The one guy kind of goes down there to see what the deal is, and they notice that there's a bomb on there. So essentially, Mixed Oil Company tried sending 2 guys down at the beginning of the movie who got fucked up pretty badly by the shark. And the idea was they were going to plant a bomb to blow up the oil rig and kill Paul Sturgis because they wanted Paul Sturgis dead for covering it up, and they thought if we kill the guy who covered it up, they'll get away with it and nobody will know it traced back to them, so they can get out of it and not get blamed for it. So they wanted to kill him. So this bomb is down there already, and the guys find it. So Paul's idea is in a nutshell, let me go down there, strip the bomb to my back, and I will stop the oil from leaking. And then in the process, when the oil is done, the water looks a little bit more clear because it sucks up the rest of the oil. He will, kill the Black Demon, or the curse, if you will, with the bomb that they had removed from the one of the pillars of the thing. So Paul goes down there. He does his tools with the oil thing, blocks the oil off, sucks up the remaining oil from below it. The water looks very clear now, clearer than it's ever been in the entire movie. And the Black Demon's been circling it, been watching him. He was in kind of like an area where he could have gotten eaten. Really, I mean, it probably would have anyways. But you can see that the shark's slowly rising up, and he's basically like dropping down as he's saying goodbye to his wife and kids, who are on a boat leaving with one of the guys who had helped him. And Paul's got the bomb with like 5 minutes left on the timer, like strapped on him, and he's basically saying goodbye. He drops down. The Black Demon rises up, which I think is the best it looked in the movie. The part is like, so it's looking down, like, so he's rising up, and the shark is coming up from the top, and it's opening his mouth slowly. It is a really cool shot that I actually like, where you can see from the side where Paul is just hovering there in the water, and the shark is slowly opening up and eating him alive. And then obviously the bomb would go off and blow it up in a second, which would cause the rusty oil rig to collapse and kind of get destroyed. It was a really cool cinematic moment. I actually liked that part. I thought the shark looked a lot better when there was no oil in the water, because you could see the more details of it. And I did want to mention too, for those who are wondering what the Black Demon is, so basically and they do mention in the movie, the Black Demon is a cryptic Megalodon curse from Talik. So basically, the guy mentions that, like, this is a shark that was brought out of hiding / I guess extinction, which I don't believe it was extinct to begin with. I just think that it was just a curse. I just think that they brought it up to kind of tie it in with the old Megalodon lore. Talik brought back El Diablo Negro to seek revenge, and it is a Megalodon, and I think it's like 60 feet in the movie. It looked pretty damn big. It probably could be like 60 to 70. They don't really tell you, but they mentioned Megalodon in the movie. So I just want to clear the air that the movie does refer to it as a Megalodon, a cryptic Megalodon, uses a curse. But, so yeah, you know, blows it up. The family escapes in a raft, end credits, and then there's actually a funny little nod where the kid who had all the sort of like Aztec, like, I don't want to say like worshipping like figures from like the Talik god in a boat, and then, you know, they said like, oh, Talik, once he gets this, you know, last sacrifice, the shark will be, you know, got rid of. So I mean, the shark did die, I supposedly, and then, you know, irony is that the it starts to rain at the end. So, you know, and the lore of Talik is that when it's raining, it's like a, you know, it's like a good sign that, like, you know, he forgives you. And they, before they killed the shark and left, they prayed to Talik to seek forgiveness for polluting the oil water and basically trying to, like, you know, they're the whole reason. Paul Sturgis is the whole reason that the shark came out, is because they polluted the ground. But I digress. I just thought it was funny too when I came out of the movie theater. You can see here, ignore my shark covers here. It's pouring right now, which is funny because the movie ends with Talik making it rain, from basically saying, hey, thank you for, you know, stopping the pollution. And, you know, I don't know if killing the shark would piss Talik off, since he kind of like sent it down there in the first place. But I'm gonna stop rambling on because this review is about 10 minutes long now, and I just want to say, if you are a Megalodon fan, there is enough here to go see it. I wouldn't see it again. It's not that it was that bad. It was just like there wasn't enough Megalodon for me to want to go see it again, if that makes sense. I came here for a Megalodon, and I got the movie is 80% storyline, 10% family drama, and 10% Megalodon. There's actually way less Megalodon here than I thought there was going to be, which, it's the whole curse thing, so I kind of get it, why they did it. They wanted to keep it like a mysterious, like, it's not like the Meg movie where, like, the Meg is a real thing that came up from the trench, so it could be the whole plot. Whereas this is a psychological curse, so it won't be constantly in their face. I get it. I understand the purpose of that, but my final review, though, 2.8, as I said earlier. Go see it if you want. If you don't need to go, if you don't want to go see it, you heard my spoilerly recap of the story. You're not missing much, really. You know, shark comes up, revenge for oil spill, guy kills it, family moves on. That's pretty much just the story. I mean, it was fine. It was fine. I wish I could have saw more of the Black Demon. I also kind of annoyed by, like, how it looked with, like, the color, because, like, so the Black Demon is, like, this jet black shark, and I thought that the shark did not look that dark in the movie. I thought it also, you know, the tint of the water and the oil spill is kind of, you know, not gonna help it, but I thought the shark kind of looked kind of with, like, I thought it would be, like, I thought it'd be cool if it was just, like, jet black, just solid black. It'd be pretty sick. But, I'm gonna stop talking, folks. I hope you enjoyed my review of the Black Demon 2.8. If you want to see a Megalodon, go see it. Simple as that. It's just another Megalodon movie. It's nowhere near the Meg. Nowhere near the Meg 2. Meg 2 is gonna be incredible. Can't wait for that, guys. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Hitting the like button really helps me out. Let's grow this channel. I think we're at 24 subscribers now, but let's see how much more we can get. Because let's make this the largest shark community on the planet. And let's make this the largest Megalodon channel on the planet. Because I don't see anybody else making Megalodon videos like I do. I'm the only person doing it right now. Let's grow the channel. Let's become a huge Meg family. And, yeah, guys. That's going to do it. As always, stay frosty. San Diego. Keep an open mind. Take it away, scientist.
We have to be open to any possibility, including Megalodon.
Thank you, Colin Drake. It's a pity your reign at Discovery Channel was cut short. But, guys, appreciate you clicking on the video. If this helped you out with watching the movie, leave a like. And, yeah, stay out of that deep, because you never know if a cursed black demon shark will hunt for you. Also, don't spill oil in the water. Don't spill anything in the water. The gist of the story, folks, don't pollute the ocean, or Talk will send a giant black-ass demon shark after you and kill you and your family. That's positive. Alright, guys. Project Megalodon. Thanks for watching.